friends, this video review is for Fighting Feelings and a Christmas Truce by Sally Brooks. If you want to check out my review, I have just posted that. So if you are on YouTube, there's a link in the description below. And if you're on my blog, all the details are in the post. And this is the video review. So Fighting Feelings and a Christmas Truce by Sally Brooks. Brilliantly funny, absolutely heartwarming, so much fun. So Ruth and singer Sienna spend a passionate night together after Sienna's gig. But being recently widowed and struggling with work, Ruth doesn't want a relationship. So she's been quite happy with this. And then she's kind of surprised to find that Sienna is the leader of the protesters outside the hospital where she works. So fate has other ideas for them. They're going to keep bumping into one another, and despite their differences and the slight tension now between them, they're going to have to keep meeting. So this was so funny, but it also had a lot of heart and meaning built in between it. So the tension between Ruth and Sienna instantly created sparks, and when fate put them back into one another's paths, it had other plans for them too. Ruth showed what a kind and caring person she was when Sienna needed help, and Sienna forced Ruth to reevaluate some things she thought weren't really possible. So together they had this like wonderful connection, and when they put aside the issues they had with one another's choices about saving the hospital, it was really good. It was really, really good. Now, I love an age gap romance. I think they're great, and as they always add sort of like this extra depth and some drama thrown in that usually end up proving that the gap can have such positive effects and changing mindsets and making huge differences to each person's life. So I love an age gap romance, and this is no exception to that rule. It was so good. Sienna, fiery, passionate, she put it into everything she did, literally everything she did. And there were moments that I thought that would get her into some serious trouble with Ruth, and it nearly did a time or two, but it was funny when it did, and I had to admire her for it. She had some serious, like, yeah, she did. Like, she was just dedicated to her cause, but she was only doing what she thought was right, the same way Ruth was. And I think once they got talking, they understood that about one another. But the closer they got, the more they talked through, and it became clear that Sienna had kind of misjudged Ruth, making assumptions about what she was doing with her work. And then she sort of got an opportunity to explain it was different. And then Sienna had opportunities to prove to Ruth that she had done the same to her, and it was all righting itself, and it was so lovely. But this was such a great, fun holiday read. It made me feel very festive and had the odd Christmas miracle and magical moment as well, because it's set in the UK, which we just don't have some of the festivities a lot of the time that the rest of the world does, you know, all that perfect like snow and loveliness and coziness and everything. And Sally built in all the Christmas miracles and magic as well to this, just to make it extra special. And I loved it. I really, really loved it, and I really enjoyed it, and I hope you will too. So I'll pop a link in the description for you to grab a copy of Fighting Feelings and a Christmas Truce by Sally Brooks, which I hope you will. If you've read Fighting Feelings, would love to know what you thought of it. Please do share and let us know. It's brilliantly funny, and I really want to know if you found it funny as well. If you haven't read it yet, but you're planning to read it, it's on your preferred list, or you're now super intrigued and thinking, yeah, I really want to read that, then again, please do let us know, because it's always great to find out what you're interested in reading. And if you do read it, I hope you enjoy it as much as I did. It really was a lot of fun and get you ready for the festive season. Bye.